Cavicilia, Bragpura, Region 5 Peace and Order Chairman and Albay City Mayor Noel Rosal, mga opisyal ng barangay ng Rion 5, mga kasama ko sa gobyerno, mga kababayan, I flew about 45 minutes, but it seems that I have about 2 pages to deliver, and after that we go home. I do not think that it would be, hindi naman not inappropriate, but inadequate rather. I would not read my speech, but maybe if we have the time, and if you can still bear it, to do justice to the guy who wrote this piece of speech, then I will read it to you. Alam mo, I'd like to remind again everybody that this is election time and that we all expect, not only me, every Filipino would like to see a peaceful, honest, and orderly election. May I remind everybody na ako mismo personally interested, and I think everybody else in government. I can assure you that the armed forces and the police will never side with anybody, any candidate, or for any issue for that matter that is submitted to the people for their resolution. Hindi ako makialam sa politika, but I will be campaigning for those people na pagkautangan ko ng loob. The cabinet members, including your special assistant here, who was my classmate and Bradgo, sinabi ko sa kanila, though the law allows you to campaign just like the president, but I would insist na huwag kayong makialam. Because not only would they bring so many issues with them, pati na sabihin ninyo na ginamit yung gasolina, ginamit yung sakyan ng gobyerno, yung eroplano. So just to do away with those issues and to make it really equal for all. Nobody uses government property or funds because that is not allowed by law. So, ganoon lang kasimple ang buhay natin sana. Kung masunod lang natin yan. Whether you are really for me or against me, or I have a candidate which I have favored by reason nga sa sentimento, hanggang dyan lang yan. Do not overdo things. And I hope that we can reduce the violence to the barest minimum. Ako mismo, I said, though I am predisposed to campaign, kukunti lang naman ang tao na papasalamatan ko. In Luzon, it could be Jaime Marcos, then Abet Antonio of Bataan. Those were the only guys who showed an interest to see me as president. Sa Visayas po, where I come from, Cebu, wala ho akong utang na loob doon, except ko yung mga first cousins ko. But all others in that hometown of my father, I never had any leader. Manila, wala akong isang barangay. Though here, Well, of course, you know what happened. Somebody finally changed the sentiments. And of course, the governor is here. Uh, I would like to thank him for that. Sa Visayas, ni isang barangay kagawad wala ako. So as you can see, I'm not bragging, but rather I'm saying that if ever I campaign for anybody, it's gonna be a very, very limited activity. At only because, I don't know about you, but mabigat kasi sa amin yan ang utang na loob. So my mother is half Maranao, father is a Visayan. In both of those tribes, mabigat sa amin yung utang na loob. So hanggang dyan lang. And I expect everybody not to be carrying too much or one too many firearms. It'll be limited to 2 in uniform, and it's gonna be the police who's provide for that. Any politician, whether for or against me or my administration, are bound by the same limitations of law. That is the Alunan doctrine which I am adopting because it is good for the country. Nobody, no politicians would go around with long firearms. Kayo ko naman, kayong mga komunistang nakikinig, if you really find it in your heart to be a participant of an exercise of the people to choose their candidate, kindly do not mess up with it. If you still want me, or maybe hoping to talk to me with the remaining 3 years, I'd like you to honor this tradition of our people. Hindi na bali sabihin nila na parang aso ang ugali niyan. That is none of your business, because if it is the will of the people, kanya, that's democracy. Wala tayong magawa. So you go around, security will be provided. If you think that you need an additional protection of your life, then write a letter to the PNP chief, and he would maybe give you a setup where even the army can shadow your movements. But I want the armed forces and the police to stay strictly neutral. Ang mga taga-gobyerno, including the cabinet secretary, I have not allowed them to do some campaigning for or against anybody. Yan ho ang maibigay ko sa inyo ngayon. Then, yan ho pinuntahan ko dito. In the hope that maybe my presence, however short, however brief, I can talk to the leaders and say, do not do it. Because if you will do it, away ang abutin mo sa akin. And if you come to become you a very violent person, then I will confront you personally. Kasi trabaho ko yan. Gusto ko lang tabla. Saday tayo ng magulo na eleksyon. Terrorism, magnakaw ng baluta. Ang ngayon mo ng mga NPA kayo, nakikinig kayo ngayon, gusto talaga niyong tumulong. Stop the extortion. Those are one of the things that I have just when I was shooting the breeze with some of your guys. You have to stop extorting money and yung taxation ninyo. I said, I will guarantee na ako na mismo ang gagastos sa talks. You can come courtesy of the money of the people of the Philippines. Wala akong pera. You can come and be billeted in simple hotels because luxury is not for us. And you can come in peace. Di kayo hulihin. But one of the things on a long view but afar, if you can stop extortion, you have no business. Hindi ka nagkukubra ang gobyerno, kayo pa. So, we don't even ask a single centavo and you are there giving permits. So you compete with government. So it is as if there is two governments in this republic. And so hindi talaga tayo magkaintindihan yan. Awa yan. And maybe this struggle of yours, which is totally useless and inutile, will go far beyond my term. Kayo. Hindi ako pwede we used to be also with social consciences. When we were students, some of us were left-leaning, some were rightist. Kami namang taga Mindanao because we were migrants. So the issue of land reform has always been bugging the Philippine society even before. As a matter of fact, sinabi ko sa military pati sa police, this struggle by the communists will never end until mabigyan natin ang Pilipino, hindi yung komunista. I give lands to everybody. I give lands to everybody. Hindi ako namimili. And I don't want to be selective about it. If a certain area is open for exploitation, it should be for all, not only for communists. I will not do you a favor at the expense of the other. Tabla lahat. But you will have that. To date, I have distributed, sir, during ayaw ko lang magyabang at ayaw ko magdala ng TV. If you have noticed it, I do not want praises and adulations. I've been enough to it. I've been mayor for 23 years. Every time I appear in public, and even at the gate, pati yung gwardya magpakpak ng pakpak ng pakpak, I do not need it. As a matter of fact, I hate it. Layang Boracay na. Nilinis ko. But I never went to Boracay. The day before, nandoon sila Secretary Anyo, Jose Mato, La Berna, po yun. And they were more or less expecting that I would be present. When I saw the bantings and banners, maraming salamat, Pangulong Duterte and Wasa. That nakukurnihan ako niyan. At sinabi ko sa kanila, hindi ako pupunta. I went there one day, gabi na. Yung likod ng Boracay, the lands there are already worth millions. Merong balita na ito nilinis ni Duterte, pinaalis niya kasi ibigay niya sa mga in-check, ibigay niya sa mga mayaman, ibigay niya. Well, I said, fuck you. You just wait. Nga pagkatapos tinawag ko si Secretary Castiglione. Kung yung lupa niya sa likod ng beach, ilan reform mo, ibigay mo sa mga natibo. Period. Sinabi ko sa mga natibo, it's already worth millions. Now, 10 years from now, because you cannot sell it, let your great-great-grandchildren enjoy. Para naman yung katribo, kadugo ninyo makahawak ng pera na milyon. And I hope by that time, wala na tayo dito sa mundong ito, that will also have a chance to improve their lives. Wala na kayong makuha dyan sa Boracay na. It's close to the rich people. What remains there para sa tao lang. Kaya ako nagpapahero, it's not a matter of making myself smell good. I don't need it. Sinabi ko, I hate it. Ito, trabaho lang. Ayun ang trabaho ko. Yun ang sabi ko, that's what I took my oath. So, ganun. Total, hindi naman rin ako naghirap. May konti naman akong lupa. Bigyan mo ako ng 20,000 hectares. What do we do with the fucking land? Saan ako yan ho. I'll go to Maguindanao, Bicol tomorrow. How many land titles are going to distribute? Yeah, 2,000 hectares sa Buluan, Singo, Tabato. Then I'll go to Bicol. Isa pa yung Bicol mga. Yan na. I was listening to season. Most of you did not. I understood the dimensions of socialism. Most of you do not. Hindi ko kayo i-insulto. Tapatan lang tayo ng istorya. I was once an apostle of season. We were the first members of the Partido ng Bayan. Ako pati si Bebot Belio. Pag nandoon na kami right after the Korea Revolution, and they started meetings, and nakita ko yung mga hardcore. Sabi ko kay Bebot Belio, Adre, hindi ako pwede dyan. You know, we can confiscate all the lands and give it to everybody who wants it. But yung armed struggle, hindi talaga ako pwede dyan. I simply cannot kill a Filipino for a cause. Kaya ngayon na presidente na ako, that's about 60,000 hectares all in all. Hindi mo naman kailangan mag-komunista. Papel lang yan. And you just say to the Caserñones, maghanap ka ng lupa. Unahin mo yung sa gobyerno, itapon mo na yan. There are just mountains there and plateaus that serve nothing for our country. Bigay mo na. Ibigay mo na lahat ang lupa ng gobyerno. And if government wants to acquire land, then we will buy. But ngayon, ibigay mo na. Pati yung mga reservations ng army, ilagyan ko kung ano-ano. Total ang army naman, kasi saan mo ilagay. And even Camp Aguinaldo will be given to them as a seed money for additional benefits. Wala talagang pera. But if we give maybe Aguinaldo sa kanila, hindi nila mapapagbili. But they can enter into a use of rock for 50 years. Billion yan. Yon ang seed money ng JSIS nila. It's gonna be a separate entity. The practice now is that they have their own managed by the armed forces. Problem is, si Secretary Dominguez does not want it. I don't know why, but he says no. They must have their own GSIS. And maybe for better management. He does not, wala naman akong tinanong pa. Sabi niya, hindi talaga pwede. That's too big a money, and it has to be managed by finance people. Kayong mga komunista, sino ba yung putang inang season na yan? Diyos? Ni hindi din nyo nakita? Ni Coco hindi nyo na hawakan yan? And you pretend to me that you are all Roman Catholics? Kayong mga komunista, pupunta kayo ng mga pista, magsisimba kayo. Sometimes, I hope you do not believe in God. That's better for you. But you continue to band around as Roman Catholic Church. Then after hearing Mass, you go to the mountains and kill people. What kind of a shit is that? You explain to me. Ako wala akong Diyos. May Diyos ako different from yours. Kanya-kanya tayong image ng Diyos eh. Now, makita ninyo, the Pope is in Dubai. He admitted yesterday nang yung mga madre, yun ang konsumo ng mga pare. Really? You read the... Hindi ako napapatawa. And I will not joke or crack a joke about that. Sinasabi ko na sa inyo eh, the church has to reform because, well, ako, presidente, hindi na talaga. Early on, sinabi ko, inabuse kami ng mga pare. Ilan kami, ewan ko. Basta ang mga classmate ko dyan, kasama ko pa sa the most prominent is Secretary Dominguez. He was a valedictorian from kindergarten to college. Pero, ayaw ko kung anong ginawa sa... Hindi naman abuse, but they were grouping our balls while we were in confession. Sabi ko na nga, tao lang yan eh. And if you read... try to get a book for you guys who are rich and can go to abroad. Get a copy of a book. The title is The Popes, plural. And I'm going to give you a book, and you read it. And tell me, at the end of the day, if I am a liar, or that I am wrong, I will ask you to go to Malacanang, state your case in front of the camera, and if you are correct, I will resign. Yung mga libro. But first, lalo yung pare sa Quiapo, masyadong anti-communist. Well, you better read yesterday's newspaper. Pati yung balita, there's in the crawler. Yung tumatakbo dyan na balita. The popes. And they were, ang konsumo nila, mga madre. I apologize to the nuns. Meron akong 4 na madre na tiyahin. But you know, I'm just telling you the truth. Yung isa, kasi mahal man to. At saka walang kopya. Have you read Altar Secrets? Ano basa ninyo? It's all there. Bacani is on the first 3 pages. Now, you read this book, then ask my presidential assistant to bring you to me, and I will arrange a public debate. Now, tell me right in the face, I am a liar. But read the book first. Fair is fair. You know, separation of church and state. I've been telling you that you can attack me, but attack me outside of the realm of the religion. If you are a Filipino priest, go out of the pulpit. Do not use religion as a platform to criticize us. Because the danger is, yung pag-rest back, gano'n ang nangyari ngayon. May Duterte, maraming babae. Marami. I never denied na karaming babae dito. Anuhin mo man yan, itapon mo sa dagat. Karami yan. Sabi nila, Duterte, pumapatay ng tao. Totoo yan. Never mind about the extrajudicial killing. But enough of that, kasi wala na tayong oras. Who wants this book? Ura-ura-ura na. Bili ka na iyo. Itong classmate ko na ito. Binigyan na kita? Who wants another? Should be a lady. Ipasa mo sa kanila pagkatapos. Then when you face me, I want you to be utterly honest. Because it would cost me my position as President of the Philippines. That's a deal. Kung pagkatapos niyan, if you find it in your heart to change gears, you can always, to my brad, sisimba ka pa ba? Kala mo, madala yan sa confession, ha? Sa eskwela, kalaban mo namin yung mga pare. Hindi yun, that's the second part, really. Ang first part dito, nandito ako, to tell you, remember this, Bisaya lang ako, maybe not familiar with the ways of your mores ninyo or your subculture, but you will remember me. We talk of the Republic of the Philippines and the people of the Philippines and the country and its territories. Telling you two things to remember. To remember me by, not as a hero, not as an idol, not idol, just remember me as a government worker. Period. Kami lahat. Police, military. Walang kernel presidente, tingin ko. We are workers of government. We are paid to do what we are doing and what we must be doing it right. Wala. Kaya ako tawagin ninyo ako mayor. Minsan tawagin niyo ang presidente, hindi ko kaya pinapansin, tanungin mo yan sila. Because I have, kasi sabi nila, ito si Duterte, parang hindi presidente. Ang bunganga bastos, nagmumura, naninira ng tao. No. I'm not up to it actually. But I tell the truth. Stickler talaga ako. Gusto mo malaman? Anong gusto mong malaman sa akin? Sabihin ko. Asawa? May 2 asawa ako. Anak? May anak ako sa isang asawa ko. May 3 sa number 1. Huwag mo lang sabihin kay Inday, kay kinig yun, mag-init ang ulo. Baka masuntok tayo. Matanda na tayo eh. Sabi ko sa inyo, be careful. When she was running for vice mayor, I was putting her on deck to be mayor. Nabi ko talaga yan. And I remember, may anak ako, gusto kong ipalit. Kasi gusto ko ang Davao mahawakan. Ito, sabi kong anak ko ito, kaya niya pero bantay kayo. Bantay kayo sa babaeng ito, kaya talagang nananapak ito. Baski sa akin, sumasagot yan. Ayaw ko na lang magipag... She's really... But when I separated from my first wife, she was the alpha. Yung pera namin, yung tuition namin, baon namin, lahat. Balikan ko ngayong hapon. Pag wala ka, huwag ka magpakita sa akin. Ganon ka magsalita ang anak mo. Mangutang ka na lang kung wala pang sweldo. Pahiram mo muna dyan kasi. Sweldo ko, 300 at 200, no, mga 197,000. 2 ang pamilya ko. Sabi niya, nangurakot ako. What I tell you, tanungin mo lahat, cabinet member. Sila. Walang transaction sa gobyerno involving money na dumadating sa lamesa ko. Whether it is for reclamation, whether it is for a train, whether it is for highway, barko, eroplano, it begins and ends with the cabinet member. Ngayon, yung reclamation kinuha ko. And merong balita dyan, nag-walk out ako. Kasi may mga dumating sa aking reklamo. Sabi, pending dyan sa conversion sa Darin. Kasalanan, bago lang ito si Castellones. Si Mariano. 2 years na. Tapos, may isang application sa awa ng Diyos. 25 years sa NEDA. So when they were presenting it, tumindig ako, sabi ko, look, I beg your indulgence. May I be allowed to go out of this cabinet meeting? Sabi ko kay Bejaldia, sila kahapon, kayo na lang mag-usap dyan. Because the way that you are presenting a graft-free rules and regulations, it ain't nothing but crafted really, not by them, itong sabi kong gobyerno na wala itong katapusan. Even if we elect 5 leaders or one guy and let them handle government for 5 terms, wala talaga mo yan. I assure you, remember this tonight. Kasi pinadala ko sa kanya kay Castellones. Tell me what happened. Sige, ito. So, ang bago, permit clearance from LGU. Conversion clearance certificate, local government. certificate of clearance from DNR, from SWD, clearance from NEDA, at ang yung pag-ating sa NEDA at maghingi naman ng clearance doon sa kanya, 2 pages puro clearance. Magprangka na lang ako. Local government, tapos clearance. About 30 clearances. There is always a table there for corruption. Yan sabi ko. Putang inang yan. The third president from me will be the one who will be acting on that clearance. It is so crafted ng ating gobyerno precisely to eradicate. Pero alam mo, yung clearances, pati business permit, tang-ina ka dumating 1 buwan, 2 buwan. Well, if you are in Davao, you are lucky. Only given, ngayon, kay Inday, 24 hours. Ako, 3 days. You do not comply with that. You have to explain to me why it took you so long. And if I'm not satisfied, you are sent to the freezer. Or I assign you to the rural areas to suffer. At sabihin ko doon sa mga NPA, patayin mo na yung putang ina, walang silbi. Kaya ako nag-walk out. At after that, nag-speech ako doon sa newly appointed, sabi ko, walang pag-asa to. Bayan na to. Believe me. So, pero ako ngayon, where I stand, madali na lang ito. 5 minutes na lang, ma'am. Kumahawa ka na kasi ng tiyan mo eh. Do you have a visitor or you're just plain hungry? This country can hardly move if there is no law and order. Second, this country will be lost if graft and corruption will continue. Tandaan ninyo yan. Order, nandiyan ang drugs. Sinasabi ko na nga eh, putang ina ka, if you are into drugs, kayo mga human rights, pag makinig kayo mabuti, you are so worried about one son of a bitch, patay dyan. Human rights, ganon, family man, blah, 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 blah. Anong sabi nila ngayon? There are now 3 million addicts in this country. Mabuti yung putang ina pinatay mo, tapos na yung problema nila. But once you contaminate the head of the family, instead of bringing the money for food on the table or for the expenses of the children sa eskwelahan, o yung gagastuhin, medisina. Magpunta siya sa droga, eventually, it's 200 per shot. So kung 300 lang ngayon ang sweldo nila, ano pa ang kakainin nila? It creates a dysfunctional family. At marami yung pinatay ng putang inang yun. Marami yung pinakain ng droga mga anak. If you want to destroy an enemy, all you have to do is make her daughter and son an addict. Then everything else follows. Hindi na magtrabaho, maghintay na lang, pag walang pera magnakaw, pag walang pera ipagbili kung ano-ano, then eventually they will go into robbing people and killing them. Ganun yan. Because when the monkey rides at the back, pag dumating na yung panahon na kailangan niya, gaganon yan. he becomes uneasy, he becomes crazy. So, ilan yan? Ang pusher, kung may kasi itong pusher na ito, will have to look for another one to finance his habit. And this one will also contaminate another, and so on and so forth. Ito, putang inan to, kung totoong pinatay, tama. Kasi ako, sabihin ko sa inyo, and I've been repeating it all along, do not destroy my country. Lalo na sa panahon ko. Do not destroy our children and our daughters. Kahapon yung kay Ashley, yung bata na namatay. Parents went there sa pisina ko. Kaganda ng bata, 19 years old. Medical student. Ang human rights, wala akong narinig sa mga putang inang yan. Ilang pamilya yan matatamaan? Ilang tao sa isang pamilya? Sa isang taong Kristiyan. Kaya sabi ko, pumasok kayo dyan, papatayin ko talaga kayo. Kikinig ang human rights, judges, kung wala na ako sa opisina, go ahead. Make my day. Yung mga galit na pinatay ko, puntahan mo ako sa bahay. At tulog ako, gisingin mo ako, pagbigyan kita. Mga putang, hindi mo ako mapaano dyan. Ako nag-warning. Kaya pagka mayroon kang anak, mayroon kang kapatid, then do not cry. He who is the cause of the cause is the cause of them all. Kaya kung ano ang nangyari sa iyong gago ka, letse ka, iyo yan. Kalimutan mo ang batas kasi hindi ka lang naniniwala ng batas. Bakit ako? Naniniwala ako ng batas? Puro mo kami abogado. Eh si Marvel, naging judge. Eh tanong mo niya ugali ko. He knows me. Ilang taong kami na Brad ko pa to. Ngayon ang warning. Because, alam mo, let's just, kay Bato. Bato said officially, nakita ninyo sa TV, payat, hindi kumakain yan. Kaya gano'n ang itsura niya. They don't eat. Wala silang appetite. Sa bagay, kung magkulang tayo ng bigas, okay lang man sana. Sabo na lang ibigay natin rin. Lalo na dito, kung magputok itong mayo naman, always threatening. You better be quiet there and stand properly. Tingin ko ngayon, kaganda ng mayon. Kasi kung magkaroon na ng evacuation, bigas na naman. Bagay, kung talagang wala na, di siya po ang ipakain ko. Sinong gusto? Walang appetite, puro nakadiet. Para patayan na lang kita pagkatapos. Alam mo, 1,000,006. Nung papunta ako ng mayor papuntang ngayon, trabaho ko, kinuha ko si Bato. Kasi si Bato si Escobal, taga rito man yan. Sila, hindi man siya qualified ba. Kinuha ko siya sa paging chief PNP. Sabi ko, Bato, buksan mo lahat. Kasi sabi ko kasi, nagyabang ako, tatapusin ko ito 6 months. Isip-isip ko talaga matatapos ko 6 months. Lahat madaanan ko dyan sa Malate, Ermita, Bolivar. Patayin ko lang yan, saksakin mo, barilin mo, tapos na. Tundo. Nung na-presidente ako, sabi ni Bato, ito yung totoo. Paano ako makasolve ng 6 months? Ang kalaban ko, Bureau of Customs, Police Generals, lahat nandyan sa nayab. Ang kalaban ko, gobyerno ko mismo. So, anong magawa ko? Sila yung unang pumapatay, tapos sabihin na i-charge na sa gobyerno. Kasi pinapatay na nila because at the time, lahat nagkakantahan na. Sabi ko, kung ganon, di sige, gusto niyo patayan? Gusto ko yan. Pagbigyan ko kayo. Sino pang gusto mo matay? Sige. Talagang papatayin kita. No way kita pasabihin mo na, no? Ang hindi ko lang kaya patayin, babae pati bata. In the so many 23 years of my mayorship, talagang sabi, lumayo ako dyan. Hindi ko kaya magpatay ng babae. Lalo na kung maganda. Wala man rin. Ang pulis, sabihin man, sir, maganda man ito. Bigay mo lang sa akin, regalo mo. Walang magpatay naman. Kaya sabihin mo mga bata, Escobal, matagal yan. Bicolano yan. Tagal yan. Siya yung sa pulis, sa component sa PSG. Papunta rin yan ng, yan ang mga kilala ko yan. They were assigned. As a matter of fact, they grew up in Davao. Talagang, ano na sila? Bato, ito sila. Mingin ko sa iyo, yung mga dumaan ng Davao. Because siguro dahil sa, matanong mo sila, magpersonal kayo mag-usap. They are fundamentally honest. Kung sabihin mo, nag-corrupt itong mga pulis ko sa Davao. Davao walang humihingi. Pumunta kayo ng Davao. Tignan ninyo ang Davao. O, tignan mo ang progress ng Davao. Meron, durugista, pero 1 or 2. Wala talaga kayo noon na left and right. Dito sa Maynila, ang problema dito, hindi man maniwala. Akala siguro ng buang na nagbibiro ako. Basta bayan. Sabihin na, si Duterte pinapatay yung mahirap. Putang ina mo, you understand the problem. Shabu is the commodity for the poor. Ang cocaine ang sa mga mayaman, pumapasok na rin. Nandito na ang Golden Triangle. Nandito na ang Senyalosa ng Mexico. They are establishing ties worldwide. Kaya wala akong choice pag gano'n na except to declare war and kill them. Bantay kayo pag nakita tayo. You can do business here. Okay lang. If you are a Filipino associate, dalhin mo talaga ng mabuti. Because pag naamoy ko yan, you say goodbye to your family. You will die. I will assure you. Kung hindi ka pinasok ng bahay paglabas mo o pagtrabaho mo. Saan ka pupunta? Talagang I will stalk you and find the opportunity to make you happy. Ayaw mo pa yan, tapos na ang problema mo. Mamatay ka. Yung delivery mo sa Cebu, okay na yan. Kalimutan mo. Sa mga kasalanan mo sa pare, pag magkumpisal ka, lalo na tuloy ang putang ina. Papatong yung kasalanan mo. Ngayon pare, dandahan kayo. Kasi, you know, what's funny is that once upon a time, a student of Ateneo de Davao. Sa law school ko, kami ni Judge Clavicilla sa San Beda. Puro pare yan. Hindi ako nang kulang sa but not the kind of religion. Maggalaw ng mga bata, maraming kabit, may isang pare hanggang ngayon, wala pang nademanda kasi last seen, yung kabit niya na buntis namatay. But he goes around scot-free. May pare naman na nakuha ng pulis. Yan sila. Naggawa ng matrix. Asawa ng fireman, asawa ng NBI, asawa ng teacher, o nandyan sa gitna. Tapos mabait daw na pare at pinatay daw ng gobyerno. Putang ina. Bakit kami magpatay ng pare na ganon, na pareho man ang sakit namin? Sila mayroon man rin yan. Sikreto lang. Kung makalagas lang sa kampo ng... Meron yan lahat. Maniwala ka. Ito mga pulis. Kung yan hindi nakikinig. Bakit kami magpatay ng mga playboy na pareho man ang sakit natin? And so, yan o ang pinuntahan ko dito. Actually, it's the law and order and yung discords of Cebu and corruption. Ang corruption talagang wala. Tao na yung sabi ko na 2 years has to do a lot of explain. Sabi ko sa kanya, palisin mo na. Pati cabinet members, halos buwan-buwan ako. Meron kaming apan. Bisaya yung apan. Meron kaming sarili ring frailty. The human frailty. All men are made of fit of clay. Lahat tayo. Pero yung corruption, that's why I made myself unable to commit graft because wala talaga. I do not call them. Wala akong isa tinawagan. Tanunin mo, pati yung military. Hanggang front lang ako. Never called Lorenzana. Wala, lahat. Kasi si John Escobar, nasa likod lang yan ng bahay. Salita lang ako. Yung cellphone ko, pakikuha nga. Pakita ko sa inyo. May message. Yesterday, I shall love you forever. Yes, I love you and I only live for you. Dito tayo sa... Saan ka na yung listahan? Hindi ako marunong nito. Putang. Saan ba yung hanapin? Hanapin mo yung listahan ko, yung directory ko. Di ako marunong nito. Ito ang cellphone ko. May ko sa inyong kaya ng bag. Kailangan may ebidensya ko rin kasi ito ang ginagamit ko. Kasi ito, hindi ako marunong. Tinuturoan ako ng itong mga babae. Nakalimutan ko, pag kinaumagahan, yung protocol, yung saan ba ako pupunta. Sige ako ganun, iba-ibang lumang. Ganun na siya. I did not know na nag-create ako ng sariling mga listahan. Putang, na-send all ko pala. Tapos, birthday niya, sus, nakita ng lahat. Hanggang LA, putang ina mo Duterte ka. Kaya subuti. Kaya ako careful ako ngayon. Wala akong Viber, wala lahat. Huwag na kasi uwi muna kay lahat kayo. Pag mag-uwi kayo, basahin ko. Pero nung estudyante pa kami, AB tayo noon. May taga Naga na in love talaga ako. Napakaganda. Balik ako dito noon. Brad. Her name was Angie. Ewan ko, where is she? Hanggang ngayon, yung picture niya, nasa libro pa, sa law school na. I think, basta page, kasi mawala eh. Ang ginagawa ko yung mga picture ng babae, nilalagay ko sa libro. Para hindi mawala. Kasi nasa libro eh. Kaya pag ganun ko, I hope I will not offend her. Hanggang tingin lang naman ako eh. But to me at the time, she was really beautiful. Angie Rodriguez. Angie Rodriguez yung nandiyan pa siya. Ganda, no? Maganda pa ngayon? Maganda pa ngayon? Tawagan mo nga, Brad. Tawagan mo para gusto ko makilala. Yeah. Takot ito maging bugaw. Tawagan mo nga. I know, but she was really beautiful. In love ako doon. I still have her picture now. Do not tell her where I got her picture. Actually, taga rito rin ang nagbigay. So, we end up with a beautiful woman. So, yan po ang ipagbilin ko lang. I am really pleading, not on bended knees, but pleading na maybe you can give importance to the things that I utter here. Na maalala mo lang, because this is really intended for the public good. The greatest good for the greatest number. And all of this is really to protect public interest. Yun lang ang hinihingi ko sa inyo. Hindi na ako babalik dito pamulitika. Wala na ako. After 3 years, tapos na ako. Kung buhay pa si Angie at nakita ko, baka biyuda na. Biyuda na, hindi? Biyuda na ba? Katagal naman, oy. Well, anyway, I may walk the streets here again. Time when we were students, carefree, and maybe but not to talk about, to lecture anything on you, to you, na parang I beg your indulgence for my language. Ganun po talaga ako. Kaya sabi niya, hindi talaga ito si Duterte maging parang hindi presidente. Ang totoo niyan, I never shifted my paradigm pagka mayor to presidente. Kaya pag sinabi nila, parang mayor lang, tama. Tama talaga kayo. Madungi ang bunganga, ay talaga. Totoo yan. Kasi ang tingin ko mayor lang. Kasi doon sa amin, hindi maniwala yung tao. Mga gangster. Hindi naman lahat pinapalayo. Putang ina ka. Ngayon, ganon rin. Pero galit lang ako. And for the things na gaya ng ganon. Ganito kasi yan. Alam ninyo lahat, they never stopped attacking me. Before the election, talagang binastos ako. Including the church. Pare was again. Pagkatapos ng eleksyon, ang hinakit ko ganito. Yung yellow, pati yung mga pare, pati ang komunista unknowingly or unwittingly or alam nila, sumakay doon sa kanila. And I was just about 3 months president. Sige na sila, oust Duterte, oust Duterte. Nakita naman niya, hindi nila ako hinintiwan. Tahimik lang ako. Kayong pagdating ng panahon na hindi ko na matiis, pinutang ina ko sila. Alam mo ang Pilipino ganito. Pag inatake ka, lalo na sa simbahan, then you go out in public, call the media, so that you'd be able to answer. Fair is fair. Wag ganito yan, explain. In-explain ko yung creeping dysfunction sa nation. Malawak talaga ang Cebu malawak. Bilyon, isang truck, isang barko. Utang ina talagang papatayan mo bayan mo. So, I try to explain na yun that there is serious. But nobody would. Hindi na makinig. Ang nakikinig sila kaya Duterte, ganon, judicial killing. O sabi ko, ayaw ninyo makinig. O putang ina mo, totoo yan. Sige, pumasok kayo, putang ina, papatayin ko kayo. Ay, gano'n sila. Ha? Bakit ito ganito magsalita? I explained to you nicely. Good grammar, right tenses. Maybe adjustment sa tuwang. Kasi itong Bisaya may hilig sa Hindi ko ma-irisoto yung tribo ko. Totoo eh. Basta totoo. Walang ang Bisaya, ladies and gentlemen, the next song you'll hear is from Doris D. Singing D by D. Sabi ng nanay ko, my father was governor at the time. Parang announcer, sabi ng nanay ko, hindi mo palitan itong gagong to. Galing talaga sa bundok ng Cebu. But itong mga bago ngayon, if you talk to a Cebuana in Tagalog, she would not answer you. Subukan ba ninyo? sasagutin ka English. O you want a better English? You go to the Cordillera. Yung plain farmer dyan, kausapin mo, sasagutin ka ng English. Totoo. Akala mo mga Ilocano yan? Well, pero ang unang enkwentro mo, tatanungin ka ng, sagutin ka ng, yes, we're from here. What do you want to know? Ha? Believe ako sa iyo, ah. Lahat yan sila. And food for thought lang. Tayong mga lalaki, alam mo, ang warrior lang dito sa ating bayan. And to the credit which I must, ang warrior tribes natin, karamihan ng ating sundalo, pati mga generals, the Ilocanos, yung si Ilocano hanggang doon na taas, the Ilocanos and itong Ilonggo. Yun ang ating mga sundalo. Kaya mahal ko yan sila kasi they form the bulk of our soldiers. Marami yan, puro Ilocano yan. Ang cabinet ko ngayon, almost same number ng civilian. Diyan Anyo, diyan si Mato, lahat yan, puro general. Alam mo kung bakit? I do not have anything, I have no misgivings about anybody in the bureaucracy. The problem is, pagka yung bureaucracy na yan, may iutos ka, debatihin ka pa. Alam mo, sir, hindi, and it will take them forever. Hindi kagaya ng isang araw, I remember when I was campaigning, the complaint of a citizen sa Boracay na if I can do something about it if I win. Ang sabi ko, so one day I remembered it, kasi talagang mabaho. I just said to si Mato, hindi siya cabinet member. Pero tinawag ko siya, I made him a cabinet member. Tapos sabi ko, well, of the so many things that you have to do, itong unrestrained mining, the destruction of the land, at sabi ko, linisin mo ang Boracay. I'll give you 6 months. Sabi niya, sir, kailangan tayong tulong pulis. Sabi ko, well, then I appointed General Anyo. Dalaw sila pati si, in 6 months' time, ayun, malinis na. Ibigay mo sa civilian, Jesus Mario Josep. Sir, hindi pa tapos, sir, kaya nakulang yung mga kemika. Ganon yan eh. Pero, sundalo, utusan mo, at hindi naman sila maghinakit niyan, ay presidente nag-uutos. Gawin mo yan. Gawa, walang problema. Pero dyan sa bureaucracy, lalo na kung may, kasi ang unang nag-present to si cabinet member who is no longer there. Nag-matrix siya, parang matrix. Dito, operation, Tinutur ko, sabi ko, look, kindly sit down. Sinabi ko, you call si Mato. General. Halos yan sila lahat dumaan ng Mindanao. Kaya kilala ko. So I know them. Fundamentally, lahat ng sundalo, hindi yan kurap, huwag kayo maniwala niya. Police malinis except a few sa Maynila. Kung sabihin mo mga police, except a few, yung mga generals, yung sa custom. A lot of these things that we do it for the Filipino and the Bicolano. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for your encouraging